welcome back to the Pudding Boys. The Pudding Boys? No, just Pudding Boys. It's always been just...
We are the Pudding Boys.
We're the
Pudding Boys.
Yeah, it's Pudding Boys. I sent you a little...
We found out you found out what a pudding boy is, didn't you?
Yeah. So my wife Googled Pudding Boys to see if we were kind of showing up, we're famous yet, And an Urban Dictionary result came up. And it was something along the lines of someone that's not particularly attractive, check, but also whose personality is slightly worse than their attractiveness. And I was just thinking, yeah, they got us.
Yeah, they did. For those of you that know us, you'll know. But for those of you that don't, we're not a great-looking pair of dudes.
No, we're not. We're not Handsome Jack and his handsome chum.
Handsome Jack didn't have many friends by the end.
That was important. Oh no, I was just saying Handsome Jack as
just like
a
you're
thing.
The guy that you've been gazing out the window at while we've been setting this up.
Well, okay. I've been daydreaming about.
So Handsome Jack, if you're out there, pick up the personality a little bit, and you're not a pudding boy.
Or just stand a little bit further to the left and take your top off. That's all I'm asking.
Just a glimpse.
Yeah,
just something to get you through the week.
I just need to see. Speaking of the week, it's been a good week for me. I've had a big week. I've had a week off of work, almost a whole week. But I feel like I haven't done much in summary, but every day I've done some shit.
Oh, that's good.
I've done some big cleaning.
If you can map the week, if you can say what you did on a day on the week off.
I'm not going to because it's mostly a list of chores. However, the big one has been chemically removing all the wax on our dining room table and then sanding it. And then,
you're right, this is really boring.
Then resurface. I am one with wood now.
Oh God, I am going to extract that quote, and every time you text anything in the group chat, I'm going to follow it with, I am one with wood now.
No, fuck you, because I'm literally Handy Andy and Charlie Dimmock's love child.
Can you hear yourself?
I've got the short legs of Handy Andy and the large breasts of Charlie Dimmock.
Oh, that's it for me. I think I'm out for the night.
I'm proud of what I've accomplished, and tonight, like I was saying earlier, tonight I've got this sweet looking dining room table that I can't eat off because it's not ready yet. But I'm gonna eat some true pizza, which is the best pizza in the world. Fuck everyone else, and then I'm gonna build a speed champ, a brand new speed champ.
Do you know I'm real mad because you know full well I've built all the ones that I can right now. I'm not buying the Fords.
Yeah, the only one you're missing is the Ford
too expensive per car.
Bronco and the GT.
They never come on offer because they're Lego exclusive.
Yeah.
So they're always, but with postage, 50 quid.
It's too much. It's fucking ridiculous.
But the new ones, they've got it. They've nailed it. The 2 packs are £35 each.
Oh, I wasn't sure whether you were speculating.
No, it's on the website.
Okay, then I will probably buy all of them. I'm going to buy
all 7 cars.
Yeah.
On the 1st of March.
All 7, isn't? How many 2-packs is there?
Two.
Oh, there's only 2 2-packs?
Yeah, there's the Astons and the Mercedes.
They just don't fizz me that much. I might get the Aston.
But they're...
Wait, which Astons were they?
Valkyrie and the Vantage. But they're
the racy ones, yeah. But I just feel like if they'd done a smaller classic Aston and then the Vantage.
Do you know what, though?
Vantage?
The 2 track cars they did in the packs, the C8 and the Lamborghini something.
Yes.
Didn't fizz me when I saw them.
But then when you build them... it's the same with the Koenigsegg Jesko. I know that's not quite the same thing, but it is... It's that same level of, tiddly bits.
Pseudo-hypercar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to end up hitting all 7.
I'm going for the Countach first.
I'm just going to order all of them off Lego's website.
Are you going to get them all in one go?
Oh, I think there's... I was on one of those videos that's got, what offers are coming next.
Oh, yeah.
Something gave me a little bit of a tickle. It was... Is it Jane Goodall? The chimps woman? The Gorillas in the Mist kind of thing. There's a murmuring that one of the gift sets, if you spend over a certain amount, is something to do with her.
Okay.
I'm particularly curious. I think that might be quite...
Yeah, wasn't Gorillas in the Mist about war?
No, it's a nature documentary, isn't it? Gorillas in the Mist. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is, obviously. Oh, in the film... There's a dramatisation of it with Sigourney Weaver.
Yes, yeah. I'm sure it was. No, you can tell natural history isn't my thing. Hence the argument last week where you got all dinosaurs and I was more, Bismarck.
Dinosaurs. I'm not going to scream it this time.
Bismarck, to be fair.
Yeah, but I mean, Bismarck
either
cool.
Bismarck, the bloke or the ship. I mean, they're both kind of impressive.
Yeah. But dinosaurs. Diane Fossey.
It's not her.
It's not Diane Fossey. It's Jane Goodall. We're just sitting here.
A primatologist and anthropologist. Yeah, you've come into a real weird pudding, boys. This is strange. The one where we talked about poop. She's the.
I made some promises earlier about talking about Xbox, and people are just going to come in. Oh shit! I'm Blore.
Yeah, I've been Naylor for the past about 10 minutes or so. I've been talking about gorillas and Lego.
Yeah. Well, I had 6 minutes. We're doing good.
Oh, okay.
This preamble ramble isn't too bad. But there's going to be some monkey business when you order it. Is that what you're saying?
There will be if H finds out.
Yeah, she finds out how much it all costs. What are we talking? We're talking 70 for the 2-packs and then about 20 each for the others.
Oh, yeah. So whether I get away with it this month or not, I'm not convinced.
I think what we do is we order them, because I'm going to have to do the same. We put them away. And then we bring out a box every now and again. Yeah, we bring out a couple of boxes here and there.
I don't think I can get away with it. She knows. She looks at my shelves. She knows what I've got.
Yeah, no. But you put the box. You could literally just bring the boxes to the game room. I think at that point though, you've got a complex.
Yeah,
you've got a problem.
Yeah, if you're sneaking speed champs into the house, you've kind of got to own that you're buying speed champs. Especially speed champs. I mean, if you can't pull out your new £15 toy and say, I bought myself this today.
Yeah.
Then I think that counts an abusive relationship.
I think so.
I think you can get a refuge.
And we've said this before. We like to just, if it's something like the farm truck, it was around £100 or whatever. It's you poke your head and you say, I'm just going to order this bad boy. Yeah, because you feel like a bit of a dick when it just shows up on the door.
Yeah.
But a champ.
Well, on the
same cheeky champ.
Funnily enough, on the same footing, that's what I did with the. So they got me and signed up to Game Pass. But the all access.
This is right. So main event. Talk to me about Xbox. You're a shill for Microsoft.
We did spin into it because that was the saying. I stuck my head and said, "Look, we've cleared a couple of direct debits off recently. Mm-hmm. We've obviously not got the big, hoo-ha of wedding."
Oh God, yeah.
So I said, "Look, is there anything that's going to stop me affording? I think it's £20, £21 a month.
It's not a large amount of money. It's fine.
No, we've just discussed spending
how much is Netflix
now? It's £10, $9.99 for Netflix, and that's not. And that doesn't 4K.
They don't give you a TV.
No, and Netflix is $9.99 for the. I think it's the HD version that you can watch on 2 screens simultaneously.
I think I have Family 4K.
Is that the £14-ish one?
Yeah,
it's a lot of money.
It is. Well,
because Amazon is.
It's a lot of money because it's $13.99 apparently. I pay for
Amazon's £8, but they give you Prime delivery and stuff as well. So
Netflix, but the problem with Amazon is literally the user interface on my TV gives me motion sickness.
Oh Christ! Yeah,
I cannot navigate it without feeling a little bit queasy. I don't know what it is, but
that's a little bit weird.
It's a weird one, but it's uncomfortable.
But yeah,
and then you've got Disney Plus, and if I didn't get that for free, I wouldn't get it because I don't really care about any. Yeah.
And we haven't really bothered.
No, we got it because one of our friends doesn't use our Netflix and we don't use her Disney Plus. It's just a weird thing I'm saying. I just said it like that.
Yeah, they're not listening. Nobody's listening. So.
No.
No, I went
Disney's always listening.
Yeah.
In case you say something bad about Encanto.
Oh, have you watched it?
I have.
Have you forgotten it yet? Cause
it's the same as all the other Disney films.
It's slightly worse. It's just... I don't know if it's just I'm tired of it.
I thought it was fine, but it's just a collection of music videos.
Nothing exciting happened, though. There was no real peril.
No. Oh, yeah, no, nothing. Yeah, but there's no real peril in Chef, and that's fucking awesome.
Oh, God, yeah. Okay.
Chef broke the rules.
Well made.
You don't need to follow the whole donor, princess thing anymore.
No, I'll take that.
Yeah.
Good, yeah.
Revolutionary film. But talk to me, Game Pass.
God damn it. So, yeah, stuck me in and said, look, we can afford that. And the logic was actually now, and we talked about this last time, for new game, you are talking 60 on the Xbox, 70 on the PS.
Yeah, it's... And Switch is still like 55 around there.
Pokemon came in at 50, which impressed me.
Arceus.
Yeah. With the pre-order gifts.
And that is Arceus, not Arceus.
Arceus.
I'm sure it's Arceus.
I'm sticking with that. It sounds less terrible.
Yeah, Arceus. It doesn't. No. I mean, I get Ark because it's God, Ark of the Covenant, all that kind of thing. Yeah, it's Arceus.
But yeah, like 60, 70 quid for a new game. You're really committing, and if you don't like something, you're lumbered.
I mean, I bought last couple of years, just off the top of my head, it's actually going back a while now because I don't really buy that many games at the moment. But I bought Resident Evil 2 Remake, brand new, and I couldn't really play much of it because it was too scary for me. I bought Resident Evil 7.
Is that the one that did the motion sickness?
No. Resident Evil 7 was. I bought Resident Evil 7, and I can't play that without feeling sick.
Yeah.
I bought Doom 2016. Yeah. Can't play that without feeling sick.
That even did me, and I don't normally suffer from it.
Yeah. It sounds like I'm some kind of like...
No, it is. It's
super weakling, but it's been getting me. And then I also bought Horizon Zero Dawn brand new, and that was just crap.
Yeah, that's the one that would have burned
That's got a diehard fan base though.
I know, but
I don't get it.
One of them.
It's just Assassin's Creed, but
awkward to control.
It was Assassin's Creed is awkward to control.
Yeah, I haven't played one of those in years.
I stopped after the Ezio stuff, and even that it was clunky, but it was Ezio.
So I came in.
So I played it.
Part of my logic was Halo. You know, you kind of look at it and think, okay.
Yeah. What are you getting? Because you get the console.
You get the console. So I went for the baby one because we've done this before. We did this.
Oh wait, you can buy the big one? Can you?
Yeah, you can. It's about an extra £10 a month.
Okay.
I toyed with it. My logic is that if I stick with the Microsoft route, I'll buy one of those when they come down a bit for downstairs.
Yeah.
And I'll move the S up to my office.
Yeah.
But at the moment, I'm still putting my toe in the water, and I know full well I'll do what I did with the one. Yeah, and I'll end up just buying the PS.
You had an Xbox One, didn't you?
Yeah, and I sold it and got a PS4 because Ni no Kuni.
That's like the only console. I mean, we both still don't have PS5s. We're making a point of it now.
We haven't got...
I'm still not that interested. I want that bridge, the Kena the Bridge or something, or Spirit Within, whatever it's called, the Pikmin ripoff. I want that. My Rue wants... Spider-Man.
Oh, Miles Morales.
Yeah. So that's 2 games. I want Bugsnax, and I've got the free.
There's a new Ratchet and Clank in there as well.
I'll play that.
Yeah,
I'm not buying it.
But I'm going to buy it when it comes down a bit in game.
And I'll probably want to play Gran Turismo on the best console that it's available on.
Yeah, that's a bit of an event.
Yeah, so I will get a PS5. However, if you're saying I can pay, about 30 quid a month?
And get a Series X. Well, that was the thing. I hovered, and like I say, I probably will. If it hits hard enough, you're going to just big dick me here and get a Series X.
Well, I think it's because... it's probably because I have a small penis that I need to have the big console.
Yeah, I'm fine with... I mean, I'm not going to get into the difference between the two. There are guys on YouTube that will take that apart who've got money to have both. Yeah. And have actually got much better TVs than I have to play it on.
See, I haven't followed Xbox much because the Xbox One just did not interest me. But do you know how the Xbox One X, that's like the big motherfucker of Xbox Ones, is that about the same strength as an Xbox Series S?
Not a million miles off, I don't think. Right. Without drawing up the spec sheets here.
Yeah, because I mean, it's
an
not that
incremental
old.
leap. Like, honestly,
and sorry, I'm talking over you. They do let you play everything on everything, pretty much, don't they?
Pretty much. I mean, honestly, if you put the two together at the minute with what's been developed for them at the moment, if you put the two together, there's guys that do comparison videos on YouTube. Yeah, if they have like the X on a TV with the suitable refresh rate and good HDR and that kind of thing, you'll see a difference. It's whether the difference is worth it. I'm dead casual. We established last week I'm actually quite bad at games.
Yeah, same here. I'm not actually.
But I looked at it and thought I really fancied playing Infinite. I didn't really want to pay 60-70 quid up front.
Oh, Halo Infinite.
And then buy the console. And also, you know what I'm like, I tend to get one game, play the crap out of it, but that's because I don't want to commit to something else.
Yes.
Even like I've just texted you and I've gone back through the Wolfensteins. Because, you know what, they're peanuts now on the PS4. I could have got them all. But they're free with this. Or they're included with this. And that's big...
The Game Pass does sound exciting. I've seen other people mention this, and this is something that I've thought of as well. I've thought of it. I probably haven't. I've probably only heard other people and then I've agreed with them. I'm not that smart. But Microsoft surely cannot keep it up.
Well, there's a couple of really good articles floating out. I'm not going to read them.
Are they doing that thing where they just pummel everything else into the ground and then they have to raise the price of Game Pass significantly?
Probably. It's less so. It's more the subscriber model. Because if you think about it, if you're on Game Pass, as soon as you leave Game Pass, you lose everything that you've got on Game Pass. You've got to go out and buy it all.
Can you still... Do you keep your save games? That's what I want.
I think you keep the save data.
Right.
So if you bought that game and put it in, or downloaded it from the store, you could pick up the save data.
Yeah.
But you lose the game. So, if you're kind of, like their move to like Surface, even their device line, they move to that as Surface as a service.
Everyone wants you to subscribe.
Yeah. And it makes sense to them because at the end of the day, you're a perpetual. Phone has nailed it.
I get that.
You don't need an S22.
No.
But if your contract comes around and they say you can have another phone, most people don't cheapen their contract and have the same phone.
They want a new phone.
They want the new thing.
Well, this is the thing, isn't it? So, you've got to remember, even though I play probably a lot less games than I used to. I used to spend all the time I had free on video games. Now I'll probably spend, out of my 7 days of the week, I will probably play on 3 days. I'll probably play video games. Unless I'm really like something like Arceus comes out and I'm like, blah, 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 I've got to play it.
Yeah, I'm not on every day.
Yeah, but I would still probably class as a power user. The amount of people that buy an Xbox and then just buy the FIFA every year, how much money are Microsoft actually making from that? Well, because I don't know if much of FIFA's microtransactions or the dog shit that comes with it. Fuck you EA and fuck you FIFA. I just got really angry about that.
That's a whole new. I think we touched on that before, didn't we?
Yeah. RGB Gamer Snakes.
Going again.
Yeah, I'm not going to start off on that. I like to buy a game and have it be a game.
Yes.
But Microsoft are probably thinking, well, these people will subscribe to Game Pass because they don't want to pay 60 quid for FIFA, and then they'll play more.
Well, you think about it, if you don't have the console, so with the console it's $20.99 a month, but you can actually as well, you can get the One, the 1S I think it is.
Yeah.
Or if you've done Game Pass Access or whatever it's called on that, you can upgrade your console.
Yeah.
A bit like upgrading your phone halfway through.
Or do you give them the 1S
money,
back?
Basically, yeah, and you pay some more money.
Huh.
But, like you were saying, I mean, if you think about it, if you buy FIFA on release day every year, and EA Pass is included in Game Pass.
Yeah.
So you're getting it. If you buy FIFA every year for 60, 70 quid, you've paid half of Game Pass.
Yeah.
The actual subscription.
It's one of those things. It really does sound like a good deal, and I know somewhere down the line it's too good to be true, and something's got to give. However,
I think the whole logic is basically they don't make a lot of money on console, do they? We've talked about this with.
No, yeah, they usually sell consoles at a loss.
But with that, you're a constant source of income for them.
Yeah.
Like, let's face it, in 2 years, I'm probably still going to keep my Game Pass going.
Yes. Well, you'll be hooked in. That's what they want.
Well, I'll have a paperweight.
It's one of the. I bet there's even more reasons why they're doing it rather than just getting more people to be not high users or power users, but more engaged.
Apparently, the conversion's really high. I was reading something on Windows Central the other day. The conversion.
If you had an Xbox, why wouldn't you?
Well, yeah, people buying games that have come out on game, because some of them, they have like a limited release, so some things are on there almost forever.
Oh, does it not just be there forever?
Sometimes a bit like PlayStation Now, where things come on, things drop off.
I've never used PlayStation Now.
I had it for a year because I got a
free trial,
Black Friday kind of offer. It was okay, but apparently some of them do drop off, but apparently the conversion rate for people buying them is actually pretty good.
Oh, if you liked the game, you'll then buy it. Yeah. I can see myself. I just did that. Yeah. Sound like Morrissey. I can see myself doing that and getting the Xbox.
I can see you just getting a bigger one because you want to Billy Big Dick me.
Well, I would have to go for the bigger one because I would want to buy some discs as well. We're sitting in a room surrounded by physical media. I'm not ready yet to give it up. And I fully understand, even on the PS3, I've gone back and played some PS3 games. The game is not really on the disc. It's not. You have to sit and wait and download So I would say the Wii backwards, sure. That's worth buying physical media for. I'm still playing N64. I'm still playing Dreamcast. So, I'll still keep buying older physical media, but I probably will give up buying newer physical media someday. But as I say, not quite ready yet.
You know where my consoles are. They're under the stairs. Like, our TV is on the living room wall, and the stairs got behind it. There's a little Harry Potter cubbyhole kind of thing.
So it's more of a pain for you to actually change this. It's
fucking horrible. Like, the main reason I play one game for 6 months is A, because I get not but terrible at it. So I play like Fallout for 6 months.
Yeah.
Because I've about got my 8 brain to kind of pick it up. But also, I can't deal with the searing back pain from changing the disc.
So I don't know. I'm going to have to look into that Xbox Game Pass because
I've got it and you don't want me to have something you haven't.
But like Forza is something that I want to play. I want to play the Halo, but I know I'm never going to drop the 500 or so over quid to get an Xbox outright.
Yeah, £21 a month is real easy to lose.
It does
if
seem
you are
a lot easier to lose.
And you spend that a weekend at Greg's if you're not careful.
Yeah, you got to justify by removing something.
That was my logic. I looked at a couple of weekends, because there's a Greg's down the road.
Yeah.
Like a couple of weekends of breakfast cobs and treats.
Yeah.
And I paid for the Xbox. It's like, I could also stand to lose that weight.
True. However, a lot of the time when you go to Greg's, it's on your way here, so I'm a little bit... I feel like I'm a little bit put out.
Yeah, but that's on the morning PBs, not on the...
Yeah, the
that's staying.
The elusive kind of morning PB.
Yeah, that's canon.
Yeah. Okay. I had a good segue in my head for this. When you said justify, I was going to say something else we've got to justify is our scores in
Numbers of the Beast.
It would have been a good segue.
That wasn't smooth, but we'll use it.
I think it was. I think it was smooth. So, Numbers of the Beast this week.
Don't you normally go tanking in with a bit where you introduce Numbers of the Beast as well?
Yeah, I'm about to read it.
Oh, good, because I thought you'd just completely forgotten everything about how we do podcasts.
No, I'm slightly on it, maybe. Welcome again. Welcome again to Numbers of the Beast, Pudding Boys audience. The segment of the show, Naylor and I have a good long listen to a classic album and rank each song on it out of 7 before averaging them out to create an album score and ranking them against the rest of that band's discography. Right now we are working our way through the vast catalogue of Iron Maiden, and this week it is Fear of the Dark. But before we jump into it, I do have a little apology to point out.
Is this for everything you've ranked previously?
No. Do you know how last week we were talking about how I used a calculator to add 2.8 to 2.8?
5.6.
Yeah. I used a calculator to do that because I'm that dim, and I still said it was 5.8 and wrote down 5.8.
It doesn't change much, does it, though? Does it? Does
no,
it change position?
No, it wouldn't change position at all.
This
it's real low.
A lot about how badly you've been ranking.
But I just know there's going to be someone out there that's just fuming at the fact that I can't add 2.8 to 2.8. But yeah, so sorry, No Prayer for the Dying. No Prayer for the Dying? No Prayer for the Dying was 5.6, not 5.8.
No
sorry.
Prayer for that album.
Everyone. Sorry, Jeremy from Norfolk. He sent an email in to call me a cunt. Fear of the Dark.
That's my pseudonym, Buster.
Well, your pseudonym is Jeremy from Norfolk. Yes. Be quick or be dead.
Thanks.
Be quick or be dead.
You just called me to a duel.
What was your score on that?
I gave it a 6.
I give it a 5. It's good.
It's a lot of fun.
It's a good time.
Be Quick or Be Dead. It was the first, I think it's Best of the Beast. It's one of the best ofs.
Oh, yeah.
It's the first song on it, and it works. It really rips in. Like,
it's a good opener.
Yeah.
I find when you think about it, when you're thinking, did I say I'd give it 5? Yeah. I find when you think back about it, you're like, oh, yeah, it's cool. It's not that great. But then when you're listening to it, you're a little bit more into it.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it, and I dropped it on about the second listen for this, and by the fourth, it was right back up there.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I did struggle giving it a 5, but then when it kind of, after 2 or 3 listens, it's like, no, yeah, this earned it. It is a bop. It did make me think, maybe I was a little harsh on the Prowler. Giving the Prowler a 4.
It's a lot better than the Prowler.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah,
I think I've got some like nostalgia for the Prowler now. Prowler or just Prowler?
I think Be Quick or Be
The
Dead
Pudding
for me
Boys or Pudding Boys? From Here to Eternity.
I gave it a 5.
I gave it a 4.
Do you know, I really like the chorus.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of fun.
Do you know why I've given it a 4?
Go on.
Because it never fucking ends.
Yeah, it's a long song.
It's really... I don't know how long it actually is.
It feels like a long song.
But it feels like a long... And you've had enough after the second chorus.
Yeah.
You've had enough, but it goes on and on and
on. I find myself singing along with it every time I put it on.
Yeah, I find it stuck in my head afterwards more than any other song on this album.
Yeah, no.
No.
Afraid to Shoot Strangers, I had a torrid time ranking, and I think I've hit almost every number, so what did you get?
I correctly held back a little bit. I was going in hot, and then I pulled back a little, and I ended up giving it a 5.
I gave it a 4, but it started... First time I listened through, I put it straight down at a 2. I wasn't even interested. It hit a...
Really?
Yeah, it hit a 6.
I think that says a lot about you. That you're an idiot.
And it dropped down. I've settled on a 4 because every time... More than any other song, I think, on this album, it depends on my mood. If I'm in the mood for it, and if it's not, we'll talk about this next week.
I think it's a little bit more subtle.
Blaze does it a lot on the live, in that period. I've just had a look on the website as well, and it comes around a lot in his set lists.
Yeah.
I really don't like his version. I'm a big Bruce fan for that one.
I think you do need Bruce to sing that one because it is... You need that really interesting
the breathy
voice.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could. I'm not going to argue with that.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a fair ranking. That Fear is the Key.
I give it a 3.
Yeah.
Did you give it a 3?
Me too.
I mean, it is what it is.
It's fine.
Not bad. It's not a bad
You're skipping
song.
it if you're not doing Numbers of the Beast.
Yeah. I have to say, that sums up this album a little bit.
Do you know, I surprised myself a little bit.
I surprised myself.
Some of the songs did.
Because some of them grew on me.
Yeah.
I think I may have given this... I think I listened to this maybe
More
5 times.
That's not like
fuck you. I listened to it about 5 times, and so things did go up after I started to know the lyrics.
Yeah.
Maybe No Prayer for the Dying.
No, I thing is, this one I wanted to come back to. I've listened to this every day this
I
week.
wasn't putting it off. Yeah.
Every day this week I've put this on.
Yeah.
I couldn't have done that with No Prayer for the Dying. I just wasn't interested enough to... I'd rather have listened to an episode of The Pudding Boys. Childhood's End.
I gave it a 4, and I think I might have been a bit too harsh.
No, yeah, I think you might... I gave it a 4.
Yeah.
But in the context of the album, there's better. That's the problem.
Yes.
And it's... For me, it wasn't better than Afraid to Shoot Strangers, and giving that a 4 kind of held it.
Right, yeah, no, I can see that. Wasting Love.
I gave it a 5.
You're a fucking idiot.
That one went both ways, and that's been a 2 to a 5.
It's a 7. It is a 7 all day. All day, every day.
Yeah, I didn't get that.
I don't think you got it. I don't think you get it.
There's more fun on the album. It's
not fun. It's sad and slow and interesting.
Yeah, but they do that better as well. In the context of Iron Maiden, they do Big Sad better.
I don't know if they've ever done Slow Sad better than Wasting Love.
See, I think if they do Slow Sad, I think I want World War One.
I really like. I think you've biffed it.
I think if I kept listening to the album, it might creep to a 6. I'm not.
It's one of those things. I'm not like super angry because I can see where you're going with it, but I just completely disagree.
Like Afraid to Shoot Strangers, though, for me, it started real low. I wasn't interested. I've never been interested in a song. And every time I listen,
if I think, I'm going to put some Iron Maiden on, I'll put that on.
I've never done it voluntarily.
Same with like Remember Tomorrow as well, which also you were wrong about.
About The Fugitive.
5.
Yeah, agree.
It's just fun.
It's a good. It's a bop.
I didn't check, but is it also about the prisoner?
The prisoner.
The prisoner.
I think it was. I think we looked.
Oh no! Wait, no. It is a film itself.
It's part of that,
but it can't be based on that because that
isn't it part of like the, nowadays they'd call it a universe or whatever.
Ooh, I don't know. No idea. But
It's a good song anyway. It's
a great song. Really cool chorus. Does go on a bit.
Yeah,
but it is still
that's
5.
part of the problem, I think.
Chains of Misery.
A 6. And I
came in real piece of shit.
It's so much fun. That's the one that I've been walking around singing.
So if you look at the way I've written 3, you'll see that it's actually a bit different to my normal writing. And that's because I was hovering over drawing a 2 for so long. The verses were quite good.
The chorus is just brilliant.
Shit. It's utter shit.
No, it's shit. So much fun. Do you know what,
the chorus is like the assassin.
No, the chorus on this one, I think. There's not. Yeah, but this time it's fun. It's not. That's a real, like, you know full well your guitarists and you like they're all going up to a 6. You know they're all going up to the
Poor man's Mr. Torture.
The chains of misery.
Poor man's Mr. Torture.
Yeah, but Mr. Torture's a 7. So it's
Mr. Torture
is an 8.
Yeah, it transcends reality.
Chains of Misery, I had a lot of fun listening, and that's the one that I found myself walking around humming at the dogs while I'm making coffee.
I think less of you. Every week we do this, but I genuinely think less of you after you've said that. The Apparition.
It's a 2.
It's a 2 because it's so boring.
There's
nothing wrong with it.
It's not as bad as The Assassin. The lyrics in The Apparition, the more you listen to them, the worse they get. They are real Scooby-Doo level. I'm moving stuff around and you can't see me. Yeah, no, oh my God.
But like, I think if King Diamond did that,
it'd be fun.
It would be fun, and it'd have like a.
That's what it lacks. It lacks a bit of the shtick.
I bet I've just popped everyone's eardrum.
Yeah, these new mics are a bad idea.
Yeah. Judas Be My Guide.
It's a 4.
You're a fucking troglodyte. It's a 7.
It's not.
It's one of the best Iron Maiden songs. You're an actual piece of Judas, my guide.
It could have
Whispers.
It could have been anywhere between a 3 and a 5, depending on my mood. And I averaged it.
No.
It's not going on outside of this album.
Yes, it is.
It's not. It's a good song. It's got a bit of fun to it. It's not as catchy as Chains of Misery.
Oh my God. Judas Be My Guide. They should have just called it Judas My Guide. Judas My Guide, because that's what I'm going to call it from now on, is a 7, and it embodies the 7 so well, because it's got everything that you get from like the Trooper, Aces High, which is actually a 6. It's got everything that the big songs have, but it's not been played to death.
It just doesn't do any of them quite as well.
It fucking does.
It's not.
You twat.
It's not bad. It's not that exciting.
It is exciting.
It's okay.
It's really exciting. It's okay. Oh.
I'm not screaming. I'm singing.
You're
I'm
making
not screaming it at my windscreen.
I am.
That's what Chains of Misery is there for.
Oh my God.
What about Weekend Warrior?
It's a 2 and it was almost a 1 because it's shit.
I gave it a 3 and I think I was generous.
You're being way too generous on that.
It's a 2. I think
it's a 2.
I'm going to go... No. Yeah, I'm going on record. No, I'm not, because that's going to screw the album. I'm sticking with it. It's a 2.
It's a 2. Good. Yeah, it's a low 3, low 2.
Yeah.
Fear of the Dark is a 7.
Objectively a 7.
Yeah. It's one of the most iconic heavy metal songs of all time.
I think you hit the nail on the head earlier.
And it's the most iconic live song.
It's an absolute staple.
Yeah.
Because...
It's where usually you get like the scream for me, Dunnington.
Yeah, you get the crowd singing the guitar line. I think that's
for
like
me, Sheffield. Scream for me, Jeremy from Norfolk.
Whole different thing.
Yeah.
No, you're right. It's if you come away, they've not done Run to the Hills, Number of the Beast, that kind of thing. You kind of think, okay, maybe they feel like they're overplayed it, giving that one a year off.
Yeah.
Fear of the Dark, I'm writing to them if they skip it, because that is where I get my sing song.
Yeah. That's where everyone gets a sing song.
You need that. Whoa,
can you imagine them going to like South America and not playing that?
How can you show all of the people around you with their tops off
that you are the most rocking?
All of the guitar lines.
Yeah. Without Fear of the Dark, I think there would be a lot more unrest in South America. I feel like it binds millions of people together every year.
It stopped an armed conflict at some point.
Probably. It's that big. It's that big a deal.
And, you know, we said it earlier, because we do talk outside of the PB studio. Putting it at the end of the album.
Yeah, but putting it at the end of the album is brave.
Huge, like, because
stunning and brave.
Apparently, it wasn't even a single.
What, Fear of the Dark?
Be Quick or Be Dead, obviously. Here to Eternity and Wasting Love were the singles from this album.
Well, Wasting Love I get. But I'm surprised Judas wasn't.
I'm surprised.
I'm a little bit upset about that.
But it's 7 minutes 16 seconds long.
Yeah, it would be a hard one to pull off. They would chop it.
Wasting Love's 5.5. It's long. Wasting Love's too long for a single.
No.
In that era.
Maybe yes.
Yeah.
Because some pop singles were like 2 minutes 30, weren't they?
Yeah, radio edits were all like below 3 minutes, weren't they?
That's so weird. People are dumb.
Yeah, the 90s, you look back and everyone gets all rose-tinted and does stupid club nights.
Yeah.
The 90s sucked.
90s was shit. S Club 7 suck.
Despite you singing them at every opportunity.
Never had a dream come
Did you decide
true.
that was an Iron Maiden riff?
Yeah.
Empire of the Clouds.
Yeah, it's ripped off. They ripped it off.
We'll talk about that.
They saw Hannah from S Club 7 and thought, Bruce looks a bit like her.
We're going to fall out about that one.
Oh, no, I love it. It's a 7.
Yeah, but you're still not giving it the reverence it deserves. What did you come out at on that?
I came out total score of 54, which sounds real impressive. I think that's the highest total score yet.
It's a lot of songs.
It's a fucking long album, which helps it because it can pull up fucking Weekend Warrior a bit and Chains of Misery. It came out as a 4.5.
I got 51, 4.25.
4.25. We're not a million miles away from each other.
I think, well, we're not. We're in the same room. I think that keeps it in the same place in both of our hierarchies, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think it does. So that would come out at a 8.75.
You sure? Do you want a calculator? Do you want an abacus?
8.75. Oh, okay. 8.75 puts it in 5th place after Peace of Mind, but it's so close. So Peace of Mind, 8.89. Fear of the Dark, 8.75. Iron Maiden, 8.38.
The length costs it.
The length does cost it because those big hitters, Wasting Love, Fear of the Dark, Judas Be My Guide, those 7s, those 3 fucking 7s, you absolute shitter, they can't pull up the album as much because there's 12 goddamn tracks. There's 12 goddamn tracks.
There are people that don't enjoy Chains of Misery because they don't have a sense of fun or whimsy.
It's not good. It's not good.
It's bad, but it's fun.
No, it's not.
You're gonna sing that in the shower.
It's the same as Hooks in You.
It's not.
It is. It's the exact same. I can't believe you can't argue that Chains of Misery is good and Hooks in You isn't.
No, it's better. It's Hooks in You is just a rushed version of Chains of Misery. If they'd just done one of them, you'd have enjoyed it.
Do you know what you can't rush? A complex pudding. So let's set our differences aside, put our hands together, and summon our good friend Thomas Lethbridge.
We're going to need some candles and salt, I think.
Pudding of the Week. Hello, once again, Pudding Boys. It is I, Thomas Lethbridge, and I am once again here to bring you Pudding of the Week, the segment of the show where I procure a delicious dessert from around the globe, from space and time, and bring it to you to sample. And this week's Pudding of the Week is profiteroles. Profiteroles.
Pause for applause.
Or
superb choice.
Choux la crème in French. It is a filled French choux pastry ball with typically a sweet and moist filling of whipped cream, custard, or ice cream. Moist?
What was it?
With a typically sweet and moist filling.
I don't know where you went, but it didn't sit well.
Sweet and moist. Everything
it's
good in life.
You saying that. War, famine, pestilence, and pudding over there.
Moist. The puffs may be decorated or left plain, or garnished with chocolate sauce, caramel, or a dusting of powdered sugar. Savoury profiteroles are also made filled with pureed meats.
But? Okay.
I could see it working with a potted beef.
I could get it.
Cheese, something like that.
Some kind of a bit like tortellini, but with choux pastry.
Yes, and they were commonly garnishes for soups.
Okay, I'm in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going.
Yes, I thought you would be. I didn't bring you one today. Maybe next time
Slip one in with the warm...
swing by the 1800s and scoop some of those up. Choux pastry is the key ingredient to profiteroles, and they were said to have been invented... said to be invented by the head chef to the court of Catherine de Medici.
Never met her, but good lad.
Oh, I met her plenty of times. She had come to France from her native Florence to marry Henry II. And speaking of Florence, we're going to have to hit Florence up at some point for a pudding, because there's a big one. There's a big one.
The self-titled.
Now, the original recipe has changed as the years have passed, and pastry chef's art develops over time, so it's quite far from its origins of a 2 pieces of choux pastry. It's a lot more finer now, but it is still traceable back to that time period. So I will hand this fine plate of profiteroles. I've jazzed yours up a little bit. These are actually cookies and cream profiteroles.
Nothing fills me with dread more than you jazzing something up, Tom.
Well, I think you'll be happy to know that these were actually procured for us by our good friend Ryan, who's probably listening. Hello, Ryan.
Which Ryan? Are we talking like which century?
I stole them from his freezer.
Oh, delicious.
So there, you help yourself. I'm going to
Ryan has vouched for them.
Scoot away and let Blore come back to his profiteroles and squash. Let me just have a... I couldn't get a very good slurp on that one. Hold on. Oh, no, it's just not my day today. Farewell, boys! See you, Tom. What do you think?
I do think there might be a fifth horseman. War, famine, pestilence and pudding. Like...
Obesity?
Yeah. The pestilence.
Famine hates him.
Yeah, I bet he's doing this to dick on famine.
I just saw that as like a... just clickbait article. Famine hates him. See how much weight you can gain.
Oh, God. That's up there with it puts the chicken and the bread in the oven and gets a delicious meal for the whole family kind of YouTube video. Oh, they've all got like German names as well, the channels have.
Yes, these are good.
These are superb.
I really like these particular ones because...
Cookies and cream.
Yeah, what you can't hear is essentially it's a normal profiterole filled with cream. It's been dipped in like white chocolate and Oreo bits, is how I can describe it.
They're a good time.
Yeah, I'm having a good time over here.
Yeah, the mics aren't going to help with that. That was just too much.
You like Han Solo. I like the fact that you can put a whole one in and still talk. Perfectly fine.
Real cold though, so it makes me go down if you put the whole one in. I'm not going to do my scale through a profiterole because I think that might really annoy all of our listeners.
Wait, do you want... I think I have this last one.
Yeah, I know, my last one. You guys can just hear some chewing. Yeah, snotting the other week and then...
Yeah, it's fine. That's what they come for. Oh, hear me eat. It's like an audible mukbang. Which, once again, is nothing to do with the Pokemon. Because that would be messy.
I was going to go everywhere.
Yeah. Semen and pollutants.
Sewage.
Semen and sewage.
People are into that.
It's the title of your pornography.
And Thomas just like stick his head through the ceiling or something to get that one in.
That, do you know what? All jokes aside, Semen and Sewage would make a very good album title. For like Whole Surfers.
You know,
what was that? Deep Switched.
You know when we did Toxic Angel?
Yeah.
We should have called it Semen and Sewage.
Probably should have. What's your scale?
I'm going back to it's a channel we both enjoyed, and for some reason this week I've just gone straight back to it. You know, Brave Wilderness with Coyote Peterson.
Oh yeah,
it's the Insexting Pain Index.
Oh, yeah.
I've gone back through all his Sting videos just because I like watching him
yeah, he's the guy
on the floor.
that lets the insects all have a taste.
Really interesting, actually.
You know what? I prefer Camp Keenan.
I feel like I learned more
What's
from
that
Coyote.
other one? That reptiles one. It's more indoors. It's less like outdoor adventure.
Yeah, it's less...
But there's a reptile channel that I'm pretty into. But he keeps fucking posting Instagram pictures of big ass spiders. So when I log in to post a PB, there's always a fucking Goliath birdie to.
He's still distract you from the one that's crawling up the toilet to nip you on the peen.
We don't live in Australia. I'm safe.
Nah, they're coming over here.
They're coming over here.
They're coming in
my toilet.
They're coming through the border. Do you know what? You'd think I'd be going low.
Describe the scale to me. Where does it?
I'll tell you what. I'll go on the.
Is it a numerical?
The Natural History Museum. So I'm using the published version on there because it's a fun scrolling kind of job.
Oh,
real nice pictures.
You get to see these ants.
That's good. So entomologist Justin Schmidt recorded his own experience of venomous stings. So to be clear, this fella just let them have a go on him.
Yeah.
And recorded just how much it hurt. And he ranked it on a scale from 1 to 4.
Yeah.
1 being, okay.
See, I know I sometimes find that the 7 for the the 7 for the numbers of the beast is restrictive, but 4.
Yeah, 1 to 4 for all the insects.
That's great.
And so red fire ant is a 1, I think he put it as. Sharp, sudden, mildly alarming, like walking across a shag carpet and reaching for the light switch, and that kind of sharp shock kind of thing. They've got a few examples on here, not every insect, but we go down to the tarantula hawk, which Coyote gets stung by, and
that's the big old wasp that lays its eggs inside the tarantulas. Yeah,
it's not much fun. Blinding, fierce, shockingly electric. A running hairdryer has just been dropped into your bubble bath.
Fuck.
You'd think I'd go low as being better, but I'm going big.
No, yeah, they make an impact.
Yeah, you're not watching a video until you've watched all the others of a guy getting bitten by a red ant.
Yeah.
You're going to watch the guy getting bitten by a wasp that looks like an eagle.
Yeah.
So I'm putting this at a 4. This is a tarantula hawk. This is a big hitter. I fucking love profiteroles.
Yeah.
I can't stress to you just how much I enjoy little balls of choux pastry filled with moist, sweet filling.
I can do something with that sentence. But
to be fair, you've already dropped like 3 in this episode.
3 innuendos. I really like profiteroles, and I like the fact that these are a bit different to normal ones, because I didn't really ever imagine that you did anything different with them.
No, they're always a ball with some chocolate sauce on them.
So this excites me. It's opened up a world of possibilities. Not that I'm going to make my own, because choux pastry is fucking hard.
Yeah, I'll just buy them from Marks and Spencer like a normal person.
They can make them for me.
Yeah. No, they are a big
hitter
for me. And all the big events, if you go to Christmas... You go to Christmas.
If you go to Christmas,
tell King Harold I will not marry him.
Bring out the profiteroles, mummy.
To be fair, about 12 people have listened to that album. It's that old Rebellion one. There's a good chance that at least 4 of those 12 also listen to the Pudding Boys, because it's a really weird Venn diagram.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. No, they are a huge hitter for me, and the cookie dough just
it does slap it together. Oh, pissing shit balls. You know what I forgot to do?
Rolls.
I forgot to do the thing at the end of Numbers of the Beast again.
What way, if you want to listen along with us?
Yeah, and it's such a fun thing to do, but it's better... Right, if you fancy listening along at home and making your own uninformed judgments...
Buy some profiteroles.
Next week's Numbers of the Beast will be the X Factor. And what I wanted to talk about, actually, we're going to have to go quickly because we are dragging on, but I wanted to say, I am ready for an album without Bruce. It's been a long time with Bruce, and I'm honestly... getting a little stale. It's getting a little stale. I thought Fear of the Dark might be actually lower because of that, but then I kind of had to force to focus on each individual track and really no, it's not fair to lower this because this song is this. So yeah, I'm ready for No Bruce for a little bit,
and I think makes you appreciate him.
I think Bruce was ready for No Bruce. I think Steve was ready for No Bruce. His solo stuff there was. I think that's when we got Accident at Birth, isn't it? That was fucking great.
The Gap.
It's one of my favourite albums of all time. So, Call to Arms. Do they call it that? No, they call it Call to Action. Where can you find the PBs?
Yeah, we don't want you, with no insurgencies on our part.
No, thank you.
No.
Stay at home. Don't throw your lives away for the Pudding Boys. But we are available on the YouTube channel Pudding Boys. please hit subscribe on that and leave a comment if you can. We can also be found on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Audible, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, and all the other kind of podcasting platforms. Please hit the... I think sometimes it's called subscribe, sometimes it's follow. Make sure you sub whatever it is for that thing to so you get the notification on a Wednesday.
We do this every damn week. We put a lot of ourselves into this.
This is my art.
Yeah,
this is my
legacy.
Yeah, I think it really says something.
In 100 years' time, this is all
the
that
best
will be left
we could do.
of us.
This is the best we could manage. No, I think after death we just leave instructions to just erase all the PB.
Take it with us.
Hit the red button.
It was a moment in time. If you weren't there, you won't get it.
Yeah, bury us with hard drives with it on.
I don't know. I kind of want the archaeologists to think everything that we've done was ritual.
Yeah, I want them to think that Thomas Lethbridge was some kind of deity.
Is, whatever.
Yeah. We also have Instagram, which is a pretty cool way to check out the fun bit of artwork that I do for every episode. And then we post sometimes other things, but mostly it's the fun piece of artwork and the different puddings. And we're still waiting on that intro. We'll get there eventually, but...
For now, we'll just ramble at you.
Bye.
I enjoy little moist, sweet balls